Windsor won the toss. They have chosen to receive, and so they will receive the football, and St. Charles gets to pick the fell off the tee. But pretty windy night. There's a flag to our left next to the big scoreboard with Windsor across the top, the big brown scoreboard with Windsor across the top. And I think we are about ready to go. Brandon Faust back deep to receive the kick for Windsor. The kick is away off the left foot of the kicker. Faust fields it at the 15, running right up the middle, now cuts to the left, spun around at the 26, and he has stood up there at the 28, and that is where he will start at the 28-yard line. Good return by Faust, came right up the middle, and somebody coming down the other direction, got a hand on him, kind of spun him around. That slowed him up for the rest of the team to catch up and bring him down.
Number 21 from St. Charles got across there and just got that left arm him on just enough to pull him off balance and get a hold of him and slow him down enough that his teammates could get there.
So once again, the offense for Windsor: Nick Janishanis, James Mercurio, Brandon Marshall, Jimmy Myers, John Spina across the offensive line, Nick Leith, the tight end, Zach Portman, and Austin Marlowe, the wide receivers. Cody Rinaldo, the quarterbacks, Tyler Stinger, and Alex Andrews are the running backs. Rinaldo under center, receivers one to each side. Snap under center, hands it off to Stinger, running right side with all kinds of room to the 30, cuts forward to the 37-yard line. Great run there by Tyler Stinger. Had all kinds of room, and that was also a great play call.
That really looked like it was supposed to go right in between the center and the guard. Great vision. He bounced it out in between the guard and the tackle to the right. Great cut. They found a seam out there to pick up 7 or 8 on that first play.
Yeah, an 8-yard run for Stingers takes it up to the St. Charles 37. Looking to get to the 39 for the first down. 2nd and 2. I formation again for Windsor. Rinaldo under center. Hands it off again to Stinger, running left side. Cuts back off tackle. Great run to the 45, brought down. A great run by Stinger. That was the sweep, and that was definitely called as it was. Kind of going around the left side, cut back in between the guard and the tackle. He found a hole, and he picked up a good chunk of yardage. He picks up a Windsor first down.
The end and the quarterback from St. Charles stepped up to close down the outside. He cut right inside of him. Excellent vision to pick up 8 more.
Same formation again for Windsor. Rinaldo under center, I formation. Very low that for Rinaldo. Hands it off to the fullback. This is number 26, I believe, Alex Andrews. No, that is number 46. That is Nick Hunziker. Nick Hunziker with the carry. And he picks up a good 6-yard pickup, 2nd and 4. Windsor moving the ball very well.
That was a good job. They did an excellent job of getting the faking that one to Stinger and getting him right up the middle.
2 tight end set now, receiver to the right, I formation. Stinger again around the right side. Tried to cut into open space, and he won't get anywhere. The linebackers came up and brought him down. May have lost a yard on the play, but he did get it into St. Charles territory, their side of the 50. Actually, no, they're going to spot the ball right on the 50. They're saying that he was still trying to go forward. They're not giving him forward progress, so they're going to mark the ball right on the 50. So a loss of about 2 on the play for the Owls.
Tyler Stinger showing some strong legs there. He pulled out of that first arm tackle.
3rd down and 6 for Windsor. Handed off to the up man. This is Hunziker again, the fullback going forward. He tries to push the pile. They push him back, but he did get about 3 yards on the play. That'll bring up a 4th down in St. Charles territory. 4th and 3 to go. It looks like Windsor's going to bring on the punt team.
I don't know if that was intentional or if they were thinking about going for it.
Early on, you're not that you're not that far down there. Might as well just play it safe and take the smart play. So the snap is back. There's a flag on the play. The punt is away. A high looping kick. Number 1, Tristan Bayer drops it, and now it's loose. He touched it, and now St. Charles falls on it. and they come away with it inside their own 5-yard line. Windsor had a chance. As St. Charles touched it, Windsor could have picked that up and ran it into the end zone, or at least down it inside the 5. But a break for St. Charles as they grab it, and a good punt for Windsor. But we do have a flag on the play. We'll see what the flag is all about. It is illegal procedure against Windsor, and I would imagine St. Charles will ask them to re-kick it. So a good break for St. Charles after a mistake on the punt, fielding it. Bayer touched it and let it roll. Windsor tried to jump on it, but now Windsor will have to go back and kick it again after the illegal procedure penalty.
We saw something that we don't see a lot of here in Jefferson County football, a legitimate punt game. A lot of teams are just going for it or trying a pooch kick or just drop it in a corner or something like that. They lined up in a traditional punt formation, and the kicker got off a very nice kick. And we don't see a lot of that here in the last year or two.
Cody Rinaldo is the punter for Windsor.
That's always neat when your quarterback is the punter. It just gives you a dimension that they have to respect.
So loss of 5 on the play. It is now 4th down and 8. Windsor punting from their own 48. Rinaldo punts it away. This one not near as good. End over end, very short, just past the 25, and it will roll, take a pirate bounce, and they will down it at the 28. So St. Charles gets a break on the illegal procedure by Windsor and able to get, oh, geez, that's almost 30 yards difference between that punt and the one before.
That definitely played into St. Charles' favor there. Almost a fatal mistake there to start the game. The illegal procedure kept them in it, and they picked up 26 yards on that play.
8:52 left in the first quarter. No score between Windsor and St. Charles. I'm Tommy Self alongside Eric Oberle. Matt Bayer is running our game on Web TV. Crystal Wilcutt back in our KJF studios running the board, doing the hard work. So 1st and 10 for St. Charles. Josh Goldstein, the center. It seemed the quarterback. He throws it out to the flat to the left side. Breaks the tackle as Bayer. He's off to the races. Got some room to run to the 35. Cuts up to the middle to the 40. A great catch by Treston Bayer. He caught the pass in the flat, able to pick up a 1st down. A spread formation for St. Charles.
That was a quick hit to the outside. Great job breaking tackles. Windsor had it diagnosed well. They had it on the outside. He cut it back to the inside. He ran about 30 yards to pick up 10 there.
So 1st and 10 again, St. Charles. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left, 1 man in the backfield. Jordan Gladney and Malcolm Alston will switch back there. This is Alston. Fakes the handoff. They throw it out in the flat, and he is brought down immediately. That is number 16, Raheem Alexander. He is brought down for a loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11.
Excellent job by Windsor. He got around that block that was out there for him, got a hand on him, brought him down in open field. Excellent tackling.
So 2nd and 11 for St. Charles at their own 39-yard line. 7:57 left in the first quarter. No score between St. Charles and Windsor. The whole team looks towards the St. Charles sideline, gets the play call. Now they spread them out wide here. And now we get a delay of game penalty. So St. Charles, or are they calling a timeout? They are calling a timeout just before the clock hit 0. So St. Charles will call a timeout. We will take it as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to high school football on KJFF.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the people of Missouri. We're for kayakers, car dealers, grocery baggers, and mail carriers. We're for teachers, preachers, students, and singers. Armed service members, you bet we're for you. We're for people who shake your hand and say hello, not because they know you, but because they don't. We're for brewmasters, stockbrokers, beauty queens, and truck drivers. And don't worry, we're still for farmers too. Whatever you do, if you're a Missourian, we're for you.
See Joe Reed, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent in Crystal City. And if you're in Jefferson County, Joe's got you covered.
We're back here at Windsor High School. I'm Tommy Self alongside Eric Oberle. The St. Charles Pirates looking at a 2nd and 11 after calling a timeout, an early timeout of this game. 7:42 left in the first quarter. No score between the Owls and the Pirates. Josh Goldstein, the quarterback, in the shotgun, and right at the snap, we get a flag. Get a flag thrown, and it will be dead ball off sides on Windsor. So 5 free yards handed out by the Owls. A mistake by Windsor.
Those are just mental mistakes there, lining up in the neutral zone and things like that. Those are things you easily correct. you can't make those kind of mistakes and keep yourself in a game.
So 2nd and 5 now for St. Charles from their own 44. 2 receivers to the right, 3 to the left. Now they send a man in motion. That is Alston, who goes back into the backfield, standing next to Goldstein. High snap, snags it, hands it off to Alston, runs up the middle, being dragged down from behind. He carried a defender. Number 33, Chris Crouch, had him by the back of the jersey, and he pulled him for about 5 yards, and he picked up a first down. A good run down by Malcolm Alston.
Goldstein did a good job of getting that snap down and just getting it to him to start with. I think his jersey's a little
might be a little longer, a
he's
little
stretched
looser
now. It's an extra long now.
And Alston certainly not a tall fellow. Number 28 listed at 5'5". He listed at 5'5". He's probably only about 5'3".
That's with your cleats on.
Right. Hand off to Alston again, right up the middle. Big hold. Breaks one tackle, brought down again. That is number 16 on the tackle. No, must not have been 16 because I don't see a 16. Number 46, Nick Hunziker on the tackle, but a big carry for Alston. And St. Charles is deep into Windsor territory at the Owl 35. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Alston in there at back. Goldstein takes the snap, hands it off again, right up the middle, bounces off a tackler, and now he is brought down for no gain. Credit number 56, James Mercurio, with the tackle to get in there, shed his blocker, and bring him down for a loss of 1.
Windsor's going to have to get those shoulder pads on this young man and get him in the thighs. That's the second out of 3 tackles they've had to make on him where they're bringing him down by the jersey. He's going to blow right through that.
2nd and 11. St. Charles from the Windsor 36. Now they spread him out right here. 3 receivers to the left. Goldstein looking to the left, fakes the punt. Now he throws over the middle. It's tipped by the middle linebacker. That is Chris Crouch, who got a hand on it, tipped it up in the air. Windsor had a chance to intercept that pass, but it falls incomplete and brings up 3rd down. Great D by Crouch.
He stayed right there in his zone, read the quarterback's eyes. He was looking left the whole way and stepped right in that lane. Had a real good chance at an interception there. That was a nice play by the young man to do his job.
3rd and 11, same formation again for St. Charles. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Goldstein in the gun, takes the snap, looking right. Now he's going to pull it down. He's going to run it himself to the 35, to the 30, cuts left. Brought down, great ankle tackle by Austin Marler to bring down Goldstein shy of the first down, and that will bring up 4th down.
It was a good job by Goldstein getting out there and getting a hand on him. That almost looked like a design draw play by Goldstein, the quarterback. Get them all running down the field, and then he just followed was the plan on that one.
So 4th down and 3 at the 38-yard line of Windsor, and it looks like St. Charles will go for it. They're still looking over towards the sideline for the play call. Goldstein looking over there. The Pirate coaching staff using the hand signals to signal them in, and they will go for it here on 4th and 3 at the 38. Single coverage for Windsor to the right. 2 receivers that direction. Alston in the backfield. Going to throw it over the middle. It's incomplete. He had number 23, Colin Haney, open, but he threw it a little high. A bullet in there a little high, and a turnover on downs for St. Charles.
Zach Ortman of Windsor had pretty good coverage on that. He would have had to thread that really nicely in there, just slightly overthrew it. If he could have put that on the numbers, that would have been 6. That formation had him moving all over the place.
So, Windsor will begin 1st and 10, 5:41 left in the first quarter at their own 29-yard line.
Looks like the officials have called a timeout. Give the kids a chance to get some water.
Yeah, we will take a water timeout, and we'll take that one as well. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to high school football on KJFF. It's Ruger Days at Dunn Sporting Goods in Peevely.
We got everything you need to make it happen.
Ruger Days at Dunn's is September 4th through the 7th, and your chance to get the best Ruger firearm at the best price. Like a Ruger SR9 9mm, SR9C Compact 9mm, and your choice of 3 other SR models for just $409.99. Or how about a Ruger LC9 Compact 9mm for just $339.99. Or at Dunn's, check out a Ruger LCP pistol with free ammo and an extra mag for just $289.99. It's Ruger Day, September 4th through the 7th at Dunn's, just a few miles away from all the events at Twin City Days. That's Dunn Sporting Goods, Highway 6167 in Peevely, or go to shopduns.com. Ruger Days and Dunn's, the perfect combination. We're back here at Windsor High School. I am Tommy Self out of the water break. Handoff goes up the middle to Alex Andrews. Not much on the play. At least it didn't look like much. He was able to pick up 3 yards on the play.
I expect to see a lot of Alex Andrews. He averaged over 5 yards a carry last year out of that backfield.
2nd and 7 for Windsor from their own 31. And flip it back to Stinger running the sweep, trying to get out. He's got a man out in front of him. Great block, and he cuts it forward to the 45, pushed out of bounds at the 50. A great run by Tyler Stinger, and credit Alex Andrews, the fullback, out in front, had the key block to really set him free for an extra, I don't know, maybe 12 yards. Great block by Andrews, and well-designed play.
Absolutely. He got out there and just leveled that player who was trying to seal the corner. Andrews did give Stinger that opportunity to move that ball upfield.
Big first down pickup for Windsor. That makes the first down and 10 at the Windsor 49. Handoff to the up man. This is to the fullback. And he'll push it forward. That is Alex Andrews. He'll have a good gain. He'll pick up 5 on the play into St. Charles territory at the 46. 2nd and 5, Windsor.
Offensively, the Windsor's doing a nice job of mixing that up. They go to the outside. They see that spread. They hit it up the middle. They're mixing their plays up well.
I formation here. 1 receiver out. 2 tight ends. Handoff is to Stinger. Running left on the sweep, and he is brought down immediately. That's number 21, Alex Hightower, with the tackle.
Alex Hightower came unblocked out of that middle linebacker position and just met him straight up on that play. Excellent tackle.
No gain on the play for Stinger. 3rd down and 5. 4:06 left in the first quarter. No score between Windsor and St. Charles. There's the snap. Handoff is to Andrews. He's nowhere to go, and then he fights for yards, and he's going to lose one. He was hit immediately, fought off one tackler, and had to get going again, get a new head of steam, and wasn't really able to get anything going. And he will lose 1 on the play. And that will bring up 4th down and 6, and Windsor will bring out the punt team.
Big collision in the backfield. He did a good job of just staying on his feet after a really strong hit by the St. Charles defensive player to get it back for only a loss of 1.
So 4th down, and Windsor will bring out the punt team. Tristan Bayer, and there's a flag on the play. The punch is away, and it's a good one. It is caught by Justin Frederick. He cuts to the left. He's got some room to run to the 20, run down the sideline to the 35, pushed out of bounds at the 40. Good return for Justin Frederick, but there is a flag down on the play. So we will see what the flag down is for before we go from here. It's thrown by the near line judge. 3:07 left here in the first quarter. No score between Windsor and St. Charles. Referees are talking it over. And we will get the call from the referee. Illegal procedure on Windsor. St. Charles will decline the penalty and have great field position starting at their own 41.
After that good 25, 30-yard return, it was well set up. Windsor's last line of defense got over there to close him down at the 39-yard line. I'd imagine they'll keep this one on the board.
So the Pirates will start now. We get a conference here by the referees. Let's take a look at some of the other scores from around the area. Fredericktown leads Hillsborough 7-0 in the first quarter. Festus on top of O'Fallon Christian 7-0 in the first quarter. No score between Jefferson R7 and Park Hills Central. Scoreless at Grandview. Scoreless at Herculaneum. St. Pius leads Perryville 7-0. The rest of the games are scoreless. Scoreless here at Windsor. 3:07 left in the first quarter. I'm Tommy Self alongside Eric Overly. After a great return by Justin Frederick of St. Charles, Windsor will go out on defense. St. Charles with the ball at their own 39-yard line. 1st and 10. Snap is high. Handoff up the middle. Hit bounced off a tackler. That's Alston. Flag on the play. He is brought down. There's a flag on the play. We'll see what that is for. Nick Polite on the tackle. Face mask on Windsor. That is a big penalty on the Owls.
Did a good job of stopping him for only 4 yards on that play after the initial hit. And how many yards are they going to tack on?
Looks like just a 5-yard face mask. So there's a difference between a 15-yard and a 5-yard face mask. 15-yard is when you grab and pull. That 5 yards, just kind of you get a piece of it and let go. So just a 5-yard face mask. It looks like they're going to be just shy of the first down. So about a 4-yard carry for Alston, plus the 5-yard penalty, makes it 2nd down and inches, 2nd and a foot for St. Charles. Now the near referee is walking on the field and he says they're ready to go.
He marked it back to first down.
So they're going to give him, I think so they knocked it back to first down. So first down and inches after the carry and the penalty. I'm not sure how that works. Alston, the carry again, right at the middle, first down and more. Inside the Windsor 40 to the 30, being chased down to the 20. A big carry by Malcolm Alston. Tackle made by number 26, Alex Andrews. And a big carry for Alston deep into Windsor territory.
About a 27-yard pickup. Hustle over there to run him down and take a good angle to track him down over there on that sideline.
2:39 left in the first quarter. Still no score, but St. Charles threatening with the ball at the Windsor 22. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. This is Jordan Gladney. Gladney carries for no gain. In fact, I think Gladney might have actually lost yards.
Alex Andrews got in the backfield that time quick to get his hands on him and bring that down.
So Gladney with a carry, a gain of 1 on the play, 2nd and 9. Under 2 minutes to play at the 21-yard line. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Gladney the man in the backfield. Gladney and Alston switch off about every 3 plays. Goldstein takes the snap, looking right, going to throw it over the middle, and it's incomplete. He took a shot right as he let go of the ball. Jimmy Myers, the defensive lineman, came in and hit him hard, and he took it right after releasing the ball, and it was incomplete, and that'll bring up 3rd down.
Came through that line. They bumped him off to one side. Goldstein stood in there to try to get that pass off, but he got absolutely leveled.
So 3rd down and 9 for St. Charles. Same formation here, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Now Malcolm Alston will come in at running back, standing to Goldstein's right, a yard behind him. Now they send a man in motion. They hand it off to the man in motion. That's Bear. Ball's loose. Bounces right up to him, picks it up, and takes going forward. But he is going to be brought down well shy of the first 1-yard pickup for Tristan Bayer. And talk about a lucky bounce. The defender knocked the ball loose and it bounced right up to him.
Nick Poley, they're getting some penetration into the backfield by Windsor. Nick Poley got in there that time to disrupt that play, got a hand on him and knocked that ball out and popped right back up to him. It was very fortunate for St. Charles on that.
We do have a flag down on the play as well, it looks like. Greg Westmeyer, the head coach of Windsor, talking to the referee. What are they wanting to do? Not sure what the penalty would be for. Looks like we'll get the call from the umpire. Illegal shift on St. Charles. They will decline the penalty, and that should bring up 4th down. So 4th down, gain of about 5 on the play. 4th down and 5, and St. Charles will bring out the field goal unit. Goldstein is the holder, the kicker for St. Charles. Number 81, Arthur Chan. Snap is back, the kick is up, and it is good. A field goal for Arthur Chan. That is a 24-yarder, and St. Charles goes on top. 1:06 left in the first quarter. on the field goal by St. Charles. We'll take a minute timeout. We'll be back. 3-0 the lead for St. Charles. You're listening to high school football on KJFM.
Hi, this is Suzanne Seek. I am the chairperson for this year's YMCA dinner auction. Jefferson County Family YMCA would like to invite you to stroll down Candyland Lane on Friday, November 22nd at the Best Western in Festus. With hundreds of auction items, this event is a great opportunity to get some holiday shopping done while supporting a charitable cause. For more information, to donate or reserve your table, call 931-9622. That's 931-YMCA.
Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto is a great place to get everything you need for any occasion in your life. From a great selection of food, including a fresh deli and bakery, to all the latest trends in clothing, electronics, housewares, hunting supplies, and more. And special occasions, Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto stocks everything that you need for birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, and more. Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto. Always a good choice. Save money, live better, Walmart.
By St. Charles, that is fielded by number 22, Tony Weber, and he will take the return for a couple yards, and that is where Windsor will start with the ball at their own 34-yard line, 1st and 10. 3-0 the lead for St. Charles off the field goal by Arthur Chan, and 24-yard field goal in high school, that's a legitimate weapon. I mean, it doesn't have a huge leg, but just being able to kick a 24-yard field goal is something a lot of high schools don't have.
Oh, absolutely. Like I said, we had a couple of good punts. We've got a good field goal. It's nice to see a kicking game, an all-around game from these teams.
1st and 10, Windsor from their own 39. Handoff is to Stinger, cuts left, stood up, hit, pushed backwards. They'll give him forward progress, but I don't think he'll have much, if any. They're moving backwards. A loss of 2 on the play is where they'll spot it. 2nd and 12 from the Windsor 32-yard line.
The right side of St. Charles had that one diagnosed well. They had about 6 guys to the ball on that one. Singer didn't have a chance to get anywhere.
Maybe the last play of this quarter. 30 seconds left. 3-0 lead St. Charles. High formation again. Handoff Stinger. Running right side. Cutting to the left side. Cuts back into the 35. Good carry by Stinger. A 4-yard pickup for Stinger. Goes back to the original line of scrimmage to the 36-yard line with 14 seconds left, and that will probably do it for the end of the first quarter. They will place the ball at the 37-yard line, and that will make it 3rd and 7 for Windsor with 2 seconds left, and that will do it for the first quarter. 3-0 lead St. Charles as we go into the second quarter. You're listening to high school football on KJFF.
Hi, this is Melody with the Lowry Law Firm. If you're facing criminal charges or suffering from devastating injuries, call our law office in Hillsborough or Festus. Since 1997, we've offered professional, service-oriented representation in Jefferson and surrounding counties. Our goal at the Lowry Law Firm is to put your mind at ease, and most importantly, achieve solid results. We are the Lowry Law Firm in Festus and Hillsborough. Look us up on the web at thelowrylawfirm.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
Comtree is now a comprehensive health center and can provide all of your adult and pediatric medicine and dental care needs, as well as mental health and substance abuse treatment. Hi, this is Tracy Wicking. We want to be your healthcare home. Call us at 636-481-6040 for more information or to schedule an appointment at our new facility in Hillsborough. 636-481-6040. Check us out online at www.comtree.org. Comtree, health happens here.
I'm Tommy Self alongside Eric Oberly. The teams switch sides of the field. Windsor will be moving left to right now. St. Charles defending right to left. Start of the second quarter. 12-minute quarters. 3-0 lead for St. Charles after the field goal by Arthur Chan of St. Charles. 3rd down and 7 for Windsor. Flip back to Stinger running left side. Nowhere to go. He is hit and brought down immediately. He is going to be brought down for a loss. Big loss. Credit number 7, Darius Williams, among others, back in there for the tackle. Great penetration that time by St. Charles. Stinger. St. Charles had that sniffed out from the very beginning, and they brought him down. That is a loss of 7 on the play, looking at 4th and 15. And Windsor will punt it deep. Rinaldo back. He takes the snap. He boots it away. Almost blocked by St. Charles. Short punch. It is fielded by Williams. He calls fair catch and will take it at his own 42-yard line. So a 3 and out for Windsor, and St. Charles will get the ball back with good field position after a drive stalled by Windsor. And when we were talking, Eric, Windsor design plays so well, and they mix it up, but a couple times there, St. Charles, it's like they knew that was coming. Their defense was ready.
Oh, absolutely. First play from scrimmage, their entire right side of their defense met Stinger 1 yard in the backfield. They had about 5 guys standing there. It looks like they knew what was going on that series right there. The defense had it right.
So 1st and 10, St. Charles from their own 42. Handoff up the middle. This is out. This is Alston. And he falls forward. Good gain by Malcolm Alston for maybe 5 yards on the pickup. Good carry for him.
27, Nick Poley getting in there and getting his hands in the mix.
Something to pay attention to here for Windsor, their running back is Tyler Stinger, and he gets the majority of the carries. St. Charles mixed them up between Jordan Gladney and Malcolm Alston. So it'll be interesting to see how that works out. Handoff is to Alston again. He pushes forward for maybe 2 yards. They push him back the other way. They'll give him forward progress. But at least a gain of 2.
Alex Andrews got in there and got a hold of him a little bit to slow him down. That time he was met by everybody on the left-hand side.
So 3rd down and 3 to go for St. Charles from their own 49-yard line. Minute 45 into this second quarter. 3-0 the lead, St. Charles. Goldstein takes the snap from the gun. Dropping back, looking over the middle. Going to throw it deep, looking for Alston, and he is incomplete. Blanket coverage there. Credit number 21, Zach Ortman, for the good coverage. Really nowhere to throw that for Goldstein. He was just hoping Alston could get out in front and make a catch.
Zach Ortman ran shoulder to shoulder with him all the way down the field. Goldstein showing he's got a pretty strong arm. He threw that ball about 35, 40 yards down the field on a rope. But that would have had an absolute picture-perfect pass to make the completion over Ortman on that one.
That will bring up 4th down. It looks like St. Charles will bring out the punt team with the ball at their own 49-yard line. So it looks like they will boot it deep. Caught and on the way. Here they come, running down the right side. Plenty of room to run. This is number 22, Tony Weber, hit at the 30 to the 35. A great run for Tony Weber on a great return. Takes it up to their own 34-yard line. Great run by Tony Weber.
Excellent run by Tony Weber. Tell you what, he was really hustling. Michael Looney from St. Charles is listed at 6'4", 215. He was right on his heels. The big man showing some speed there to try to catch up to him and get that ankle tackle.
So Windsor will get the ball 1st and 10 from their own 33-yard line. It has been a defensive struggle here so far, Eric. Both teams have moved the ball at time, but the defense has come up with big stops at key moments.
Both teams are playing very well defensively. They seem to have a little trouble getting things rolling offensively. Not a lot of rhythm so far.
2 receivers to the left, 1 tight end, I formation for Windsor. Rinaldo under center. Handoff is to Stinger, running left side, brought down from behind. Great tackle by number 2, Justin Frederick. Came through the defensive back, got through the line of scrimmage and tripped him up from behind. A great tackle by Justin Frederick.
He got down very low. He was about 3 feet off the ground. No, I don't think anybody saw him. He just snuck right through that line to make that ankle tackle.
2nd and 12 for Windsor after the loss of 2 on the carry by Stinger. Same formation here. Actually, now they have 2 tight ends, 1 receiver out, I formation. Rinaldo under center. Handed off to the up man. This is Alex Andrews with the carry. He pushes the pile forward. Good carry by Andrews. Kept his legs moving up to the 40-yard line, just shy of the 40-yard line. Great carry by Andrews to push the pile.
Alex Andrews is showing everybody he hit the weight room this offseason. He was just pushing 4 or 5 guys in white jerseys backwards on that play.
It's an 8-yard carry for Andrews. Brings up 3rd down and 7 for Windsor from their own 31. 8:45 left in the first half. I'm Tommy Self alongside Eric Orbley. 3-0 lead for St. Charles. Handoff to Andrews again. Really nowhere to go. Did get maybe a yard to the 40-yard line. That will bring up 4th down.
Michael Looney, the big defensive end out there, he just stepped right into that hole and just met him heads up. Andrews picked up the 1 by driving forward and falling forward on the tackle.
So Windsor will punt. And St. Charles will receive. Back to receive it, Justin Frederick and number 7, Darius Williams. Snap is back. Rinaldo to boot it away. Good punt. Fielded by Williams at his own 28 to the cutting to the right side to the 35. Dragged down. Got a hand on the jersey. Still going. Now they finally push him out of bounds just past the 40-yard line. A good return for Darius Williams.
He drugged that player who had him by the jersey about 4 yards on that return. Another young man that he obviously knows how to drive those legs and just keep moving forward.
So St. Pius will start on their own 41-yard line. This is now 3 straight drives that we have seen a punt. We have seen 5 punts, 1 turnover on downs, and a field goal. This has been a defensive battle. 3-0, 7:53 left.
I said earlier there wasn't a lot of rhythm on the offensive side of the ball. You're absolutely right. Let's give credit to both of these teams' defenses. They are playing extremely well so far here in the first half.
A lot of negative plays, a lot of players cutting through that line of scrimmage and for tackles for loss. They're going to throw it out in the flat. This is incomplete, and they're going to say that that pass was forward. That is to number 15, Jalen Williams. Pass was intended to, and just in and out of his hands. Incomplete. A bad mistake there for St. Charles. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Zach Wortman read that play from the very get-go. He had that receiver streaking out into the flat right there the whole way. They had his man, and he was all over that ball, and he was looking to pick that up after the drop. He thought maybe it was a backwards pass.
2nd and 10. Stopped at 7:46. Snap is back. Throw out into the flat to the right side with room to run. That's 16, Raheem Alexander. He takes it up just shy of Windsor territory. Pushed out at about the 48-yard line, at 46-yard line. Now they'll mark at the 45. All right, so a 5-yard pass play. 3rd down and 6 to go at the 45. 7:40 left in this first quarter. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Goldstein in the shotgun with Alston to his right. They'll hand it off to Alston. Right up the middle, cuts to the left, breaks a tackle. Great room to run to the 20, 40. He is going 30, 25, pushed out of bounds. Great run by Malcolm Alston. Cody Rinaldo with the shove out of bounds, and a new life here for Windsor. If we do have a flag on the play, it is going to be a legal block in the back on St. Charles. Wow. After a great run from Malcolm Alston, they will turn it back around, and it will be brought back. That is disappointing.
Great 35-yard run. They just let the defensive players, 3 Windsor players, blew through that line, and they just pushed him to the outside just far enough that he could go up the middle and took off. He absolutely exploded at the line of scrimmage, and the penalty just brought back a very nice running play.
So there's a legal block in the back on St. Charles. So that's a 10. Is that a 10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul?
Is that a spot of the foul? They marked it back 5.
They marked it back 5 from the line of scrimmage. I can't remember, to be honest with you. So 3rd down and 11 for St. Charles. What would have been 1st down and 10 inside the 20 is now 3rd down and 11 from their own 40. 7:31 left. 2 receivers to the left, 3 to the right, empty backfield. Windsor, the whole defensive line jumps and they catch him. Unless they call St. Charles for a jump, they're going to get Windsor here for a offsides on the whole defensive line. It will be offsides on Windsor. Great hard count by Josh Goldstein to get 5 free yards.
That almost looked like one of those plays where St. Charles has been going on 1 the entire game, and then they went on 2 this time. When you see the entire line jump like that.
So 5-yard pickup, 3rd down and 6 now for St. Charles. Same formation, empty backfield, Goldstein in the gun, standing 7 yards back. Now he takes a step up, takes a snap high, looking right, going to throw it to an open man on the left side. That is completed to Raheem Alexander down the sideline with wheels to the 20, to the 10. He is gone. Touchdown. Raheem Alexander with a 55-yard catch. from Josh Goldstein, and Windsor gives up the big play, and St. Charles extends their lead after the big play from Goldstein to Raheem Alexander.
There was good coverage out there by Windsor, but Alexander, when he caught that ball, stepped just far enough to the inside that the first defender missed the tackle. He turned upfield and then put a move on the next player downfield that just dropped that shoulder and bounced to the outside, and it was off and running. Then you have to give credit to some of his other teammates out there, the wide receivers, getting him a couple of downfield blocks to break that 55-yarder wide open.
Kick is up, and it's good, and it's 10-0 now here at Windsor High School as St. Charles leads it. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school football on KJFF.
The entire month of September will be the 30 days of HGTV sale at Hopkins Floor Company. Hi, this is Nick Hopkins. Starting September 1st, we are offering 30 months no interest financing on any purchase of HGTV flooring products. These are the same floors you see the designers use every day on your favorite show. Come in now, pick out your floor, get pre-approved, get your free measure and estimate so when the sale starts, we're ready to save. Come in today to Hopkins Floor Company or call us at 636-937-2400.
The Medicine Shop, with locations in Festus and Peebly, is committed to providing the residents of Jefferson County with much more than just prescription refills, like free local delivery, automatic refills, and reminders, diabetic and medical equipment, and the personal service that you deserve, just to name a few. That's the Medicine Shop Pharmacies, across from the post office in Festus and on Commercial Boulevard in Peebly, caring beyond prescription.
Charles, after leading 10-0, the ball is bobbled by the return man, but he picks it up and he keeps going forward. That is Brandon Fouts on the return. He takes it up just shy of the Windsor 30 after he bobbled the original catch, but he picked it up and kept moving. 10-0 the lead for St. Charles after that's really the first big play, with the exception of the run that was called back by Alston. That's really the first big play from either team.
Realistically, the only play we've had up to that was the stinger run of 20 yards. That was really the biggest play we've had so far. One penalty. It only counted for -5 yards, but it cost him 35 on that first one. Penalties have been pretty good so far, but that was just a phenomenal play by Alexander after he caught that ball. That was incredible running.
So Windsor will take over, down 10. 7:09 left in the first half at their own 29. The handoff is to Singer with room to run to the right side. Now they swarm him, and he dropped for a loss. He had some room to run, but he could never really get caught upfield, and there were 3 unblocked Pirates on that side.
There was no place for him to go. The only thing he could see was white jerseys staring at him when he got to the outside on that one. That gap closed down awfully quick.
2nd and 15 now after the loss of 5. Backs them up to their own 24 with 6:40 left. 10-0 lead Windsor. Rinaldo has not gone into the shotgun way. He's been under center. I don't think that's something you don't see very much from high school, is snaps under center. Hand off to the up man. This is the fullback. I believe that is Alex Andrews. They just refuses to go down. They finally stripped the ball from him. That was after they blew it dead. He refused to go down, and he picked up at least 7 yards on the play. 3rd down and 8 now.
His leg drive is just phenomenal. He doesn't care if there's 2, 3, 4, or 5 guys standing for him. He just keeps driving forward.
6 to play. 10-0 the lead for Windsor. 1 receiver to the left. 3. Now a 2 fullback set. Now we get a whistle. We get a timeout call by Windsor. Greg Mestemayer didn't like what he saw, so they called timeout. Windsor will take the timeout. We will as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to high school football on KJFF. It's Ruger Days at Dunn Sporting Goods in Peebly.
We've got everything you need to make it happen.
Ruger Days at Dunn's is September 4th through the 7th, and your chance to get the best Ruger firearm at the best price. Like a Ruger 22-45 Target Mark III for just $279.99, or a Ruger SR22 pistol with free ammo and extra mag for just $299.99. Also during Ruger Days at Dunn's, check out a Ruger American Rifle 22 with composite stock 4-round magazine for $299.99, or a Ruger American Rimfire Standard or Compact Rifle for $269.99. It's Ruger Day, September 4th through the 7th at Dunn's, just a few miles away from all the events at Twin City Days. That's Dunn Sporting Goods, Highway 6167 in Peebly, or go to shopduns.com. Ruger Days and Dunn's, the perfect combination.
We got everything you need to make it happen.
We're back here at Windsor High School. I'm Tommy Self, alongside Eric Overly. 5:52 left in this first half. St. Charles leading the Owls 10-0 after a field goal early in the first quarter and a long touchdown run from Raheem Alexander after the completion from Josh Goldstein. 3rd down and 8 for Windsor at their own 31. They've got 2 fullbacks up, 3 men in the backfield, and 2 tight ends. This is a run formation if I've ever seen one. Now the whole line jumps and they're going to flag him. Great. Unless Windsor jumped, it's like the whole offense, everybody on Windsor put their hand down at the same time, and it got the whole St. Charles defense to jump.
Looked like a design play, but it worked well. They seem to be talking about it a little bit.
So what was 3rd and 8 is a dead ball foul. Illegal procedure against Windsor. That is rough. Looks like Windsor did that on purpose to get him to jump, and I guess they just called it on Windsor saying there was too much movement or something. It's like a little something. I guess. It's got to be it.
Honestly, I didn't see anything. It looked like they were all pretty well in unison, unless somebody just moved forward or something.
And it's the smallest of movement that they will call. So what was 3rd and 8 is now 3rd and 13. Windsor from their own 26, 5:52 left. Ronaldo under center, same formation here. 2 fullbacks tight, Stinger behind them, 2 tight ends. Handoff is to Stinger, running left side, got room to run, gets a block to the 40-yard line. A 4-yard pickup by Tyler Stinger, but they are still going to be well shy of the first down, and that will bring up 4th down and 9, and Windsor will have to bring out the punt team again.
This is a very unusual offensive series. They set up a loss of 5, gain of 5, penalty -5, and another run of 5. They've been in the same spot 4 times.
That's right. So that will bring up 4th and 8 to go, and they will punt it away. There's the snap. The punt is a low end-over-end kick, bounces at the 45, and it will go out of bounds at about the 40-yard line. They will mark it at the 43, and that is where St. Charles will take over at their own 43-yard line. It seems that St. Charles is getting keen on Windsor's play call here recently.
They really do. Defensively, they really seem to know what's going on here. It looks like they've really scouted them well. And it's been a steady dose of Stinger, but they seem to know which way he's going and where he's going. They're all over it here in the last couple of defensive series for St. Charles.
So 1st down and 10, St. Charles from their own 43-yard line. We get a pause on the action. We'll give you some of the other scores from around the area. St. Charles goes on offense. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Alston in the backfield. Now they send a man in motion. They hand it off to the man in motion. That's Colin Haney around the end around. Flag on the play. Still breaks the tackle to the 40, 35, pushed out of bounds by number 44, Austin Marler. That big run by St. Charles. They might add a face mask onto that. Austin Marler with the tackle.
Nick Hunziker got here to him in the backfield, and I'm not sure. That's where the flag came out when that was right there. I don't know if there was some blocking issues there, if they had an issue with the contact that Hunziker and the running back had right there.
Oh, it looks like they're calling a hold. Yeah, they're talking to the Windsor bench. So they're calling a hold. So that is a holding on St. Charles. That is a big loss. Another time, St. Charles gets a big play, and it's called back on a penalty. That's the 2nd time that's happened for the Pirates.
That's about 65 yards that they've given up on penalties on huge running plays. That will not make the coach happy, and these kids won't like what he has to say about that at halftime.
Joe Liebner, the head coach of St. Charles, a couple yards out, talking to the referee. He certainly can't be happy about that. So that's 2 big plays called back for St. Charles. So that will back them up. That will back them up about 5 yards. It's 10 yards from the spot of the foul, so basically a 5-yard loss. It'll make it 1st and 15 for St. Charles. 4:55 left in this first half. 10-0 the lead for St. Charles.
You know, the stat sheet only shows them for having 15 yards in penalties, but it's legitimately cost them 65 yards of offense.
Yeah, absolutely. 1st and 15 from their own 38. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Goldsmith in the shotgun. Fakes the throw. Now he's going to throw it over the middle, and it's incomplete after a dive. I think they won a flag call. That is Colin Haney, the intended receiver, but could not make out the dive and catch it. Austin Marler with the defense.
He was right there again. The secondary coverage by Windsor has been really good tonight. They're running shoulder for shoulder. They're within arm's reach of every player that's trying to run these routes. The receivers from St. Charles have not been able to get really wide open.
St. Charles is a running team. They were 3 for 8 last week in passes. And they're about the same. Now, their one touchdown did come on a pass, but not had a lot of completions.
They've had 4 completions, all I have them down for tonight, on about 10 passing plays.
Takes a snap, dropping back. It is thrown over the middle, incomplete, and number 50 for Windsor, Nick Barnes, was able to break through, got his hands in the face, and was all over that Goldstein pass, and he had him backpedaling, just trying to get some space to throw it away.
Looked like St. Charles might have been trying to set up that middle screen play there. Nick Barnes just kept getting after him and just didn't give him an opportunity to put that ball where he needed to. Good job by Nick getting that penetration and just keep hustling and getting after him.
So now 3rd down and 15, 4:46 left. Clock stops with the incomplete pass. Empty backfield, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Goldstein takes the snap, looking red. Play flunk. Now he's going to be tackled and brought down. A sack by number 27, Nick Polite. He was chasing around Goldstein, had a couple pass pumps, and Polite stayed right with him and brought him down. A big sack for Nick Polite.
Nick Polite coming up big on that 3rd down situation to bring him down. Give a lot of credit to that Windsor secondary again. He is just not giving Goldstein anything to look at to throw to that looks open.
So now 4th and buy a ticket for St. Charles. Ball is at their own 28-yard line. They need to get to the Windsor 48. There's the snap, and it's over the head of the punter. Goldstein's going to pick it up. He's going to try to run with it. Now he's in his own end zone, and he's going to be brought down and sacked. That's going to be a safety for Windsor.
Oh, they're marking
No, they're marking him down at the 1. Unbelievable. They're going to mark him down at the 1-yard line. A huge play after the mistake by St. Charles. The pass went over the punter's head for Goldstein. He picked it up and was trying to run with it. He had both feet in the end zone at one point. He was able to get out enough that they will rule that at the 1. Wow, big break for Windsor.
Big break for Windsor. Now let's see if they can take advantage of it, drive this thing home to put themselves right back in this game. Goldstein's a tall player, too. That was a high snap for him to go over his head. We've seen him field a couple of very high snaps tonight.
So Windsor will get it 1st and goal at the 1. Power formation here. Handoff is to Stinger, and he is stopped and pushed back. No gain on the play. This is when you just give it to your fullback and just tell him to push the pile into the end zone. Maybe a loss of a yard on the play. 2nd and 10. 2nd and goal, 3:34 left. You have to capitalize on this play if you're Windsor.
Absolutely.
That's something that they didn't do last week.
I would expect a couple of running plays here with Andrews. He's really shown he can drive forward. They haven't gotten him for a loss yet. He can drive some players backwards.
2nd and goal from the 2. Handoff. Andrews again pushing forward and nowhere to go. Pyle stands him up, and he will not get in. May have gained a yard on the play, but that's about it. Still shy of the goal.
Absolute stalemate at the line of scrimmage by the Windsor offensive line and the St. Charles defensive line. They are just standing it right up. We've seen 2 plays where it's maybe inches is all it's changed.
Yeah, this is power football right here. I mean, Windsor is not trying anything fancy. They got 2 fullbacks up there, 1 running back, 2 tight ends. Lining up tight. They're going to do it again here. Now we get the...
They came out with the old Nebraska wishbone look on the last play.
And now Windsor will call a timeout here. The Owls take a timeout. We will take it as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
Forget everything you thought you knew about buying tires and hurry in and see the gang at Plaza Tire in Festus. Why? Because Plaza Tire customers enjoy Plaza Tire's lowest price pledge. Plaza Tire service will match or beat any competitor's total tire purchase on any comparable tire. Plus tires anytime with hundreds of tires in stock. No appointment necessary on tire installations. That's Plaza Tire, the quick change artist located at 301 Festus Center Drive in Festus.
Stick with that.
I'm sure the coaches are looking at that. They're talking to the guys on the headset. They're looking for somewhere that they can just drive this ball in. But it's possible they might pull out, a fake or a draw or something like that, or fake the handoff, driving it up the middle and see if they can't sneak around the outside. And coaches are probably looking at how the defense is going to set up.
And the Pirates are playing a tight defense here, so if you could maybe pitch it out to Stinger, get him out in some space, and just erase the pylon. They're on the left hash. This is to Stinger, running right side, trying to cut back, nowhere to go, trying to dive for the pylon. He is short. He stretched it out, and he is just shy of the pylon. A great stop there by St. Charles. Number 20, Jordan Gladney, chased him down and brought him down. And that was the strong side of the field, and it was basically just a race to the pylon, and Stinger couldn't get there. So 4th down and goal now from the 2.
Stinger tried to give him that shoulder fake like he was going to cut back to the inside. Gordon did a good job of staying with him and just stringing him out long enough that he could get some defensive help and they could keep him out of the end zone.
Under 2 minutes to play here in the first half at Windsor High School. Getting the call in from the sideline, taking a lot of time. Play clock down to 10. They might call a timeout here as well. They're going to run this all the way down and probably call a timeout as Windsor's walking away. So they will call a timeout. We'll take that time to tell you about some of the other scores. The big game on J98 between St. Genevieve and Valley. Boy, there's nothing going on in St. Genevieve but this football game. They are tied up at 7 apiece in the second quarter. Farmington leads North County 14-7 in the second quarter. That's on KREI. Hillsboro is on top of Fredericktown 14-7 in the second quarter. That is on J98, a Web TV exclusive game. Festus on top of O'Fallon Christian 15-6 in the second quarter. Park Hill Central on top of Jefferson R7 20-0 in the second quarter. Tied up at 0 between Herculaneum and Lutheran South. That's in the second. No score between Grandview and East Prairie in the second. Potosi on top of Pacific 14-6 in the second. St. Pius leads Perryville 10-0 in the second. Second, Bishopsburg leading DeSoto 14-6. Crystal City trails Kelly 12-6. Rockwood Summit leads Seckman 14-0 in the second as well, and no score between Marquette and Northwest in the second. All right, so 4th down here, and it looks like I do not see Tyler, interesting here, I do not see Tyler Stinger on the field. They've got 3 fullbacks. Alex Andrews, Chris Crouch. Here's handoff to Andrews on the right side, and touchdown. Got the blocks in front of him. The fullback just goes just off the right tackle, just beyond the line of scrimmage, and he gets in there for the touchdown on 4th and goal from the 2, and Windsor gets on the board.
Alex Andrews gets in there. They bring in Chris Crouch and Mike Wilder to get in there and put those lead blocks down and put those shoulders up. 2 new fullbacks, and drove it in to put themselves right back in this game right before halftime.
That is a huge play and a gutsy call from Windsor to go for it on 4th down and goal, and they will bring out the kicking team for the extra point, and Windsor gets on the board here. 1:34 left in the quarter. Now we get a flag. The referees are waving their hands.
I saw St. Charles jump on the left side. We'll see which way this goes.
A dead ball foul, legal procedure on Windsor. So that will back Windsor up 5 yards, and they will have to try it again from a little further out. 1:34 left in this first half. Huge run by Alex Andrews, set up by the big mistake by St. Charles. The snap over the punter's head that led to it. Here's the snap. It's high. It's bobbled by the holder. It is jumped on by the kicker, number 27, Nick Polite. The holder is Tyler Stinger, the snap was up over his head. He could not corral it, so the extra point is no good. We'll take a break. We'll be back in a minute. 10-6 Windsor trails. You're listening to high school football on KJFF.
We are Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance, and we're for the people of Missouri. We're for kayakers, car dealers, grocery baggers, and mail carriers. We're for teachers, preachers, students, and singers. Armed service members, you bet we're for you. We're for people who shake your hand and say hello, not because they know you, but because they don't. We're for brewmasters, stockbrokers, beauty queens, and truck drivers. And don't worry, we're still for farmers too. Whatever you do, if you're a Missourian, we're for you.
See Joe Reed, your Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent in Crystal City. And if you're in Jefferson County, Joe's got you covered.
Hi, this is Suzanne Seek. I am the chairperson for this year's YMCA dinner auction. Jefferson County Family YMCA would like to invite you to stroll down Candyland Lane on Friday, November 22nd at the Best Western in Festus. With hundreds of auction items, this event is a great opportunity to get some holiday shopping done while supporting a charitable cause. For more information, to donate or reserve your table, call 931-9622. That's 931-YMCA.
KJFF Festus, Crystal City, Imperial, DeSoto.
At the 10-yard line, up the middle to the 20 to the 30, now brought down. And that is where St. Charles will start it. Darius Williams on the return for St. Charles, and they will start with the ball at their own 31-yard line. After the touchdown by Windsor, and so big for Windsor to be able to turn that mistake on the punt over the head, the snap over the head of punter, tackled at the 1, took them 4 tries, but they finally got it in.
Yeah, it looked like St. Charles might be able to make that stand. That really would have given St. Charles momentum going into halftime. Windsor taking the timeout with the gutsy call, brought in the 2 big fullbacks, 4th down, drive it in, put themselves right back in the game. This is going to give Windsor a real big lift going into halftime.
The Pirates take over with 1:28 left in the first half. Ball at their own 31. Snap is back. Hand off to Alston with room to run up the middle. Now hit and still going and spun around and brought down. That is number 46, Nick Hunziker, with the tackle.
Came in with that initial hit. They popped each other good at that line of scrimmage.
Malcolm Alston has had the majority of the carries for St. Charles. He and Jordan Gladney usually split that up about 3 carries, 3 series each, but it's been mostly Alston. They swing it out this time. This is to Williams. He's got room to run, and a first down and more to the 50, to the 35, and he has brought down Chris Crouch in on the initial hit and the first tackle, and St. Charles picks up a 4th down and into Windsor territory with 47 seconds left, trying to get one last score here before halftime, leading 10-6.
That's their first big run that they haven't gotten a penalty on. That was about a 24-year, actually their second run. The last 2 runs got negated by penalties.
So first down and 10 Pirates at the Windsor 43. Goldstein takes the snap, empty backfield, throws it, and he completes it this time to Frederick down the line. Sideline, it is it. 10-5, touchdown number 2. Justin Frederick with the catch and into the end zone on the great run, and Pirates score very quickly, and they have gone up 10 points here with the extra point upcoming. And Windsor a little bit stunned after then. I don't think they were quite ready for that fast offense. A real quick score by St. Charles.
That's where St. Charles has really gotten their best offensive production. They throw those short outs to the outside, and then it's all about downfield blocking and the athleticism of those receivers. They do a great job of running after the catch, picking up those downfield blocks.
Kick is up, and it is good, and we go to 17-6 after a quick score by St. Charles. They lead 17-6 with 30 left. You're listening. We'll take a break. You're listening to high school football on KJFF.
Everything you need for any occasion in your life. From a great selection of food, including a fresh deli and bakery, to all the latest trends in clothing, electronics, housewares, hunting supplies, and more. And special occasions. Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto stocks everything that you need for birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, and more. Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto. Always a good choice. Save money, live better, Walmart.
Hi, this is Melody with the Lowry Law Firm. If you're facing criminal charges or suffering from devastating injuries, call our law office in Hillsborough or Festus. Since 1997, we have offered professional, service-oriented representation in Jefferson and surrounding counties. Our goal at the Lowry Law Firm is to put your mind at ease, and most importantly, achieve solid results. We are the Lowry Law Firm in Festus and Hillsborough. Look us up on the web at thelowrylawfirm.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision and should not be based solely upon advertisements.
30 seconds left in the first half. The kick is short and it is bobbled by Windsor, and they will field it at the 47-yard line right off the chest of number 88. That is Jake Baker, who is an up man, and they just kicked it right off his chest and he was able to fall on it. So good starting field position here. Kind of a, I don't know if they would try to do that, but gives Windsor good field position. Yards for a score. Down 17-6. Handoff is the Singer, left side off tackle, hits the hole and goes forward for about 4 yards on the play. And that probably is going to do it. Not real aggressive play calling by Windsor, just trying to probably just get out of that half here. 2nd down and 6 with 10, now 9 left, and that might be the last play. Unless they can really hurry up here. Yeah, they're not going to get this off. 2-1. That will do it for the first half here at Windsor. The Owls trail St. Charles 17-6 after a great first half and great defensive stops by both teams. Windsor will kick it off. Kicking right to left. The kick is away. Great kick. Fielded at the 16 and by Darius Williams. He will take it down the right hash. Hit and spins off a tackler. Brandon Fouts was in there, gave him a shot, but Williams spun right off him, and he will be brought down right at the 35-yard line, and that is where St. Charles will take over.
St. Charles.
1st and 10 at their own 35.
See if Windsor can respond defensively again and make some adjustments on those little passes into the flat that hurt them. They're doing a good job of getting penetration. They need to keep doing that and get to that quarterback a little quicker.
Handoff up the middle. This is Alston, hit and brought down immediately in the backfield. That was number 27, Nick Polidin, on the initial stop, and a couple other players in there. Number 52, Nick Janushanis in there as well as number 64, Brendan Marshall.
Excellent job of getting penetration on that left side. That's exactly what Windsor needs. Get that momentum back, get good, strong hits in that backfield and shut them down.
We've seen a lot of negative plays on this game. Goldstein will take it himself with room to run on the left side. He will pick up a 1st down and more to the 50 inside Windsor territory to the 43. Great run on the play fake by Josh Goldstein. Faked the handoff to Alston and took it himself. Windsor did not see that coming at all.
No, the only thing that kept that from going a long way was the hustle by Hunziker to get back there. Goldstein showing he's got some legs. He got going pretty good there. Picked up about 16 on that. They gave 17 on that, 18 on the play.
1st and 10, St. Charles from the Windsor 48. Goldstein in the gun, empty backfield, 3 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Snap back, spins the ball, looking left. Flea now throws it over the middle, and it's incomplete. Pass was intended to Darius Williams, little behind him, and it falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
That was the first time tonight that I've seen Windsor let a player get that far open. He was actually open across the middle. The pass was just a little behind him.
So that will bring up 2nd and 10 from the 44-yard line. 1:05 into this 3rd quarter. 17-6 the lead for St. Charles on top of Windsor. Gladney is the man in the backfield. The ball is bobbled. Now he picks it up. It's on the turf still. Still on the turf. The bad snap. Goldstein couldn't handle it. Jordan Gladney was trying to jump on it, the running back. And Windsor recovers at their own 46-yard line. A turnover by St. Charles on the fumble on the snap, and Windsor will start it off at their own 46. A big play there for Windsor. Big mistake for St. Charles.
Yes, it was. Windsor had good hustle. They had guys in the backfield. Even though the bad snap, to disrupt that play and jump on top of that, pick it up, take that momentum back. Windsor with good field position on the 45-yard line. Let's see if they can do something with it here.
Last time St. Charles made a mistake like that, it was on a punt over the punter's head. Windsor tackled him at the 1 and turned it into a touchdown. What can Windsor do starting at their own 46 here early in the third quarter? Handoff is to the up man. Alex Andrews plowing through defenders. He takes it 6 yards into St. Charles territory. He ducked his head and bounced off a couple tacklers. Great run by Alex Andrews.
Alex Andrews is just impressing me tonight incredibly. He just finds a little gap, puts those shoulder pads down, and just drives forward. I don't have him down for a single loss on any of the runs he's had tonight.
To the St. Charles 49, 2nd and 4. High formation here. One man tight end standing up, one receiver to the left. They hand it off to Stinger to the left side. Dragged down from behind. Good open field tackle by number 5. Isaac Towell got a hold of the jersey and dragged him down from behind.
Stinger tried to turn that corner there. He just got enough of that jersey and got a hold of him just to pull him off balance so that he couldn't drive through it, bring him down for a loss of 1.
So that will be a loss of 1, 3rd down and 5 for Windsor. Another negative play for the Owls. Another stalled drive here.
Stinger had a good 4 or 5 yards to go there. He probably could have picked up the first down right there if he didn't get a hold of that jersey and bring him down.
It looks like Windsor will call a timeout. They will. Owls will take a timeout. We will take a timeout as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
The Medicine Shop, with locations in Festus and Peevely, is committed to providing the residents of Jefferson County with much more than just prescription refills, like free local delivery, automatic refills, and reminders, diabetic and medical equipment, and the personal service that you deserve, just to name a few. That's the Medicine Shop Pharmacies, across from the post office in Festus and on Commercial Boulevard in Peevely, caring beyond prescription.
Some of the scores from around the area. Festus leads O'Fallon Christian 29-6. Hillsborough on top of Fredericktown 20-7 in the third quarter. Farmington on top of North County in the second quarter. Valley Catholic leads St. Genevieve 14-7 in the third quarter as well. DeSoto trailing Bishopsburg 14-6 at the half. Out of the timeout, Windsor looking at a 3rd and 5 right at the 50-yard line. High formation, one receiver to the left. Run the option, hand it off, flip it to Tyler. Stinger spins out of a tackler to the 47-yard line, and a first down pickup by Tyler Stinger. Great spin move on the option, a new wrinkle into that Windsor offense. We've not seen that today.
Yeah, that was a great job by reading that. Come down that line, you let the defensive end go. He did a good job of reading that defensive end. You got to take the hit when you're a quarterback. Got it out to Stinger. Good spin move. Could have been stopped for a loss, but that spin move got him the extra yards he needed, the extra 3 to pick up the first down and revive this drive for Windsor.
Into St. Charles territory at the Pirate 43, 1st and 10, 9:02 left in the quarter. 17-6 St. Charles on top. I formation again, 2 tight ends. Hand off to Andrews, the fullback. He falls forward, and he'll pick up about 4. Good carry by Alex Andrews. He just kind of gets low and just kind of dives forward. Doesn't really run, it seems like, but he's been able to account for 4 yards every carry.
Oh, absolutely. 3, 5, 6, 1, 7, 2. It's always positive yards. I only have him for 1 play where he lost yardage, and he still fell forward. He probably got hit 3 yards in the backfield, I think, and only lost 1.
He scored the lone touchdown of the game for Windsor back in the second quarter on a 2-yard run into the end zone. They run the option again, flip it out to Stinger. Nowhere to go, though. He is dancing, and he will lose probably 8 yards on this play. That time the Pirates had the option sniffed out, and the Owls lose 7 yards on the play back to to the Pirate 45. Wow. They spotted it much further back than I thought.
Yeah,
that's a loss of about 11.
Yeah, they dropped him about 11 yards on that.
So now 3rd down and 14 to go.
That's how you break up that traditional set. You get into the backfield and disrupt the quarterback before he can give his read.
I formation again, 1 receiver to the left, 2 tight ends. Ronaldo under center. Fakes a handoff, looking to throw it or run it himself. He will pull it down and run. Great block to the 40. Huge block by number 26, Alex Andrews. Was that Andrews with that huge block?
Yes, it was.
Whoa!
Alex Andrews just came back and blindside absolutely leveled the defender so that he could pick up that extra 6 or 7 yards. That would have been a loss of 2 without Andrews just lowering the boom.
And so many times you might see an illegal block in the back on that time, but Abel was able to come get him from the side and get a good block. So that'll bring up 4th down and a long 5, and it looks like Windsor will go for it at the St. Charles 38 with 8:01 left in the quarter. I formation here. 2 tight ends. Now they're going to be a kind of a wishbone here. 2 men in the back, 3 men in the backfield. Fake the handoff. Stinger rolling to his right, going to throw it. He's wide open to Andrews, and he drops it. Andrews was wide open, and he had 10 yards, free green to run, and he drops the pass on 4th down.
It was right there. Windsor, great job. They showed a real traditional set here with this eye and this wishbone, running the option. They were doing a good job. They were getting a little momentum going, and then they brought it up and had it wide open for their first pass play of the game. Just caught him just on the inside, and he couldn't handle the pass.
So a turnover on downs for Windsor, and St. Charles will take over at their own 38-yard line. First and 10 from their own 38. St. Charles in the spread, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Goldstein in the gun. Now Gladney in the backfield. They hand it off to Gladney. Up the middle. Spins off a tackler, pushing forward. Still going. He picks up 9 yards. Ball comes loose. Windsor is saying they have it. A great run by Jordan Gladney. He ran probably 8 yards after contact, and he will pick up a 1st down. Great run by Jordan Gladney, and able to fall on his own fumble. St. Charles picks up the 1st down.
We've seen some very impressive running by these running backs, and the defense are doing a great job. They just cannot. There's a couple guys they just cannot get down.
So 1st and 10, St. Charles from their own 49. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Gladney in the backfield, standing next to Goldstein. Hands off to Gladney again. Same play, and he's hit in the backfield and brought down. This time, number 27, Nick Polite with the tackle for loss. Actually, they will give him maybe 1 on the play. He hit him probably 2 yards deep, but Gladney, with his momentum going forward, able to pick up a yard to the 50-yard line.
He got in there. He didn't get quite a square hit on him. He got a little bit of a nick on him. He couldn't quite get him wrapped up just so he could fall forward.
2nd and 9, same formation again. This time it's Alston. No, Goldstein will take it himself with huge room, but a great tackle that time by number 56, James Mercurio. Able to get over there and bring him down. Goldstein. Last time Goldstein tried that, he had about a 20-something yard carry, a huge carry. That time Mercurio had it a little bit better snuffed out. A gain of 4 that time, though, and it brings up 3rd and 5.
The last time the defense all sucked in on that play. They bought into the play fake. This time they did a better job of staying at home and strung the play out a little bit, and then they could get to him a little quicker with the downline pressure.
So 3rd and 5. 17-6 the lead for St. Charles and driving. They throw it out into the flat. It's over the head looking for Raheem Alexander, and it's 5 yards over his head, and it falls incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down. And this is kind of in that territory. You could either punt it and pin them real deep, or you can maybe try and go for it.
That last play, Max Walcott got in there very quickly to disrupt that play into the screen, and really threw Goldstein's timing off on that pass. It was really fluttering around up there.
So it looks like St. Charles will go it on 4th down and 5 from the Windsor 46. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Goldstein in the gun, and he will punt it away. He also is their punter. And a great punt, but it will roll into the end zone for a touchback. And Windsor will take over at their own 20. I like the idea that that's the benefit of having the punter as the quarterback as well. Just not a well-executed punt by Goldstein. Probably would have liked to get more backspin on that. Never did. He had the frontward spin that rolled into the end zone.
He was just trying to hit that little pooch kick down there to get him inside of about the 15, make him go a long way to try to do something, let his defense do the work. But you're absolutely right. It does give you a different perspective right there when you're going to try that pooch kick, but they also have to respect the fake when you're a punter as your quarterback too.
So Windsor takes over, trailing 17-6 at their own 20-yard line after the touchback by St. Charles. They'll hand it off up the middle. And not much going on that play. Andrews falls forward for a couple, but not much.
St. Charles did a good job of stacking up in the middle. There was just no gaps in there for them to even get to on that play.
Second.
Drove for 2.
2nd and 8, Windsor from their own 22 with 5:30 left in the third quarter. One receiver to the right. I formation, 2 tight ends. Rinaldo under center takes the snap, rolling to his right. He pitches out to Stinger. Ball is loose and on the turf. They fall on it, and still no signal from the umpires. Looks like Windsor able to recover. Windsor fumbled the ball 7 times last week. 4 of them were recovered by Afton. Fumbled it a couple times here today. Have not given it away yet. They're +1 on the turnovers today after the fumble by St. Charles. So that will be a loss of 5 and bring up 2nd down and 15 to go.
We've seen the ball hit the ground a lot of times, but both teams have been able to either pick it up and bounce right up to them, or they've been able to get onto it, with the exception of the last one by St. Charles.
So 3rd down and 15. St. Charles has Windsor on the ropes deep in their own territory at their 15. Rinaldo rolling left, going to throw it. He throws it to a man, and it's caught by number 21, Zach Ortman, the first pass of the game. And it's a long 20-yard pass from Rinaldo to Ortman. And St. Charles has a player down. Now he's up and moving. A great pass from Stinger to Zach Ortman. Ortman picks up the first down on the 20-yard pass.
Ortman checked back underneath the defender. They definitely could have thrown the flag on that, but once they got the completion on, everything was okay there. Brought it in. They got him on the ground immediately, but that was well diagnosed. St. Charles wasn't respecting the receivers. The Windsor saw that and got the pass play in.
And I think we're getting a water break here called by the referees. Not near as hot as it was last week, so a water break. Rockwood Summit leads second 35 at nothing at the half. Crystal City leads Kelly 14-12 in the third quarter. DeSoto still trails Bishop DeBerg 14-6 at the half. St. Pius on top of Perryville 17-14 at the half. No score between Herculaneum and Lutheran South in the third quarter. Park Hills Central all over Jefferson R7 27-0. That's in the second quarter. They had a lightning delay there at Park Hills Central, so that game's a little bit behind. Festus on top of O'Fallon Christian 29-6. Hillsboro leads Fredericktown 28-7. Farmington on top of North County 14-7 in the second. And Valley Catholic leads St. Genevieve 20-7 in the third quarter. So a big first down pickup by Windsor. And a handoff this time to Alex Andrews. He runs forward again. 5-yard pickup for Alex Andrews and another good run. You credit John Grainer on the tackle for St. Charles. Good 5-yard pickup from Alex Andrews.
Andrews is an incredible workhorse. Strong young man. He is just pounding it. Those St. Charles players are going to know that they had to go up against a strong young man. He's going to leave some bruises on them tonight.
Runs like a fullback. I mean, just straight forward and just goes until you can bring him down. Nothing fancy.
Nothing fancy. You're going to pay the price for trying to tackle him.
2nd and 5. Hand off to Andrews again, pushing forward. He'll pick up 3 on this play. Another good run by Andrews. That'll make it 3rd down and 2 at the Windsor 44.
In the first half, we saw them use Stanger a lot, and then they'd come back and kind of surprise them a little bit with Andrews. It looks like they've kind of reversed roles here, where they're using Andrews to start developing a power game, show this wishbone offense, and then we'll see what they come out with here on 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2. 2 receivers to the right, I formation. Rinaldo under center, takes the snap, hands it off to Andrews again, falls forward, 1st down. 3 straight carries by Alex Andrews. 5 yards, 3 yards, now 3 again. They pick up the 1st down after a 20-yard pass to pick up the first down of this drive.
Just keep giving him the ball until he can't get up anymore. Okay, he's coming out for some oxygen now.
Yeah, he's coming off the field, and he's going to get a quick water break. So a first down pickup for Windsor with 3:06 left in the third quarter. Ball is at the 47-yard line. I formation again. Rinaldo deep under center, gets him the jump. Flag on the play. And unless Windsor gets called for a jump here, two St. Charles Pirates jumped. And now both line judges are going to come together and discuss this one, see if one of them saw a Windsor player move that drew him offsides.
Well, we saw the player jump on the opposite side of the field, but this side judge is one who threw it.
It is an illegal procedure on Windsor. That they can't believe it. Windsor's kind of holding their hands up saying, really? And so it will be a 5-yard loss for Windsor, make it first down and 15. 17-6 the score here at Windsor High School, 2:52 and counting left in this third quarter. St. Charles scored first with a minute left in the first quarter on a field goal from Arthur Chan, a 24-yarder. Then with 17-17 left in the second quarter, it was a 55-yard catch and run to Raheem Alexander. Windsor scored after that. First and 15, handoff to Stinger, left side, brought down from behind, slowed up. Now a whole gang of Pirates will bring him down. That is number 77, Aaron Dryden, on the initial stop that slowed him down, and about 3 other players came in to help out.
Andrew Dryden, they list him at 355, 6'4". He got that big old paw in that jersey, and he was not letting go.
And I would say he is every inch in and out of that 355, 6'4". It's a big guy.
He towers over the referee, and that is not a small man in front of him.
Loss of 2 on the carry for Stinger, and it's 2nd and 17 now from the Windsor 40. Need to get to the other 43-yard line. 3 run men down in the backfield. Rinaldo, he runs into Stinger, and now Rinaldo is dropped for a loss. Big miscommunication between Stinger and Rinaldo. And Rinaldo dropped his shoulder like he was running through Tyler Stinger, and he ends up getting sacked. A big loss on that play for Windsor.
Definitely a broken play. There was some sort of a miscommunication after the penalty. There may have been a mistake in recalling the play in the huddle, or they didn't change the play. Something went awry there because they ran right into each other.
So now 3rd and by a ticket. About 3rd and 24, maybe. 3rd and 28. Windsor with the ball at their own 29-yard line. It looks like they're either going to call a timeout here. The play clock is at 0. And now a delay of game called on Windsor, so that's going to back them up 5 more yards. Well, I'm confused there. You have a huge negative play, and then you take a delay of game penalty that's going to back you up 5 more yards. So ball is placed at the Windsor 23-yard line, so they need to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, about 33 yards for a first down. 3rd down and 33.
That would be their longest play. It's unfortunate, too, because they had that completion for 20 yards, on only their second pass of the game in this drive.
I formation again behind Rinaldo, 1 receiver to the right. Rinaldo under center. They get St. Charles to jump. They hand it off to Stinger with room to run on the right side, and blockers in front of him. Cut to the left, and he will pick up about 5, but still well short of a first down. And Windsor will have to bring out the punt team after a very disappointing start drive. And that will be the end of the third quarter. After 3 quarters, St. Charles on top 17-6. We'll take a minute break, come back with the 4th and final quarter. You're listening to high school football on KJFF. Pretty good field position. Rinaldo back to boot it away, and it is a short end over end kick. It will bounce at the 45, take a St. Charles bounce, and Windsor will down it at the St. Charles 49. So great starting field position for the Pirates after a very disappointing drive from Windsor.
St. Charles has definitely won the battle of the field position here. St. Charles has had some phenomenal starting position. They've been very close to the 50 nearly every possession that they've had.
That is now the 7th punt of the day for Windsor. St. Charles with 1, 2, 3. Goldstein with the throw to the left side. It is down and into the turf, intended for number 7, Darius Williams. And that falls incomplete 13 seconds into the start of this fourth quarter. 17-6 the lead for St. Charles on top of Windsor here at Windsor High School. So 2nd and 10, ball at the St. Charles 49-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Goldstein in the gun. And now we get a flag on the play. Gladney, the running back in the backfield. Another flag on the play. We've seen about twice as many flags this game as we did last game, Eric. Last week, DeSoto Pacific was very clean. This week, not so much. This time, offsides on Windsor. So that is 5 free yards for St. Charles.
I had 2 teams combined about 10 penalties in the first half. This is the 3rd penalty of the second half, and these are drive killers.
So 2nd down and 5 from the 46-yard line of Windsor. Same formation here. Gladney, the running back at the backfield. Goldstein looking to throw it over the middle, and it's incomplete. I think he was looking for number 2, Justin Frederick.
Chris Crouch with excellent coverage right there. He would have to thread the needle on that one to get that in there.
You surprised that St. Charles hasn't gone more of the running game? I mean, I know that they're a spread team. They probably would like to pass it, but passing it just has not been working today. Now, granted, they lead it by 11. Why not go to the run game and hold on to the football?
Their run game has been pretty impressive, but, you know, Windsor, they've had a couple of good runs, but it was more on fakes and keepers. So
Jordan Gladney, the man in the backfield. They'll fake the handoff to him. Goldstein will take it himself. Nowhere to go. He is brought down for a loss of 2. A couple players in on the tackle together. Number 20, Max Walcott with the initial hit for Windsor. And that will continue the clock to roll in a loss of 2 for St. Charles. Now 4th down and 7 to go.
Definitely a design run. Walcott got in there and made a mess out of that play.
Goldstein gets just about 3 of the 5 Windsor linemen to jump. That'll be 5 free yards. A good hard count by Goldstein. Offsides on Windsor, so 5 more free yards, but it will still be 4th down. That's the 2nd time Windsor has fell for that.
You just have to give credit to Goldstein on that. A little bit of lack of discipline there. He gets them into a rhythm, and then he just pops that hard count out there, and he gets 3 or 4 of them to jump at one time.
4th and 2 now. Gladney steps into the backfield after being split out right. 2 receivers to each side. Now they look towards the sideline for the play call. The play clock must not be working because it is stuck at 0. It was working in the first half. Goldstein takes the snap, hands off to Gladney up the middle with room, and I think he will have a first down. He is hit, falls down at the 40-yard line, and he will have a first down by a foot. It looks like he is hurt. Now he pops up, and looks like he will limp off the field. So Jordan Gladney with a 2-yard pickup for the first down. He will limp off the field as Malcolm Alston comes in to replace him. First down and 10, a fresh set of downs for St. Charles with 10:58.
We got that steady dose of Alston there in the first half. It looked like they were going to go with Gladney in the second half, but he got dinged up on that play a little bit. They looked like they were trying to just mix the running backs up, give them both an opportunity, but they're going to go back to Alston. He was pretty effective in the first half.
First and 10, St. Charles at the Windsor 40. Now
I'm looking down here at the other end of the field, and the clock down here isn't even on.
So now St. Charles, this is the first time they will huddle up. They were all set to snap it, and now they will go to a huddle. This is the first time St. Charles is huddled all game.
Glad you told me what that was. You don't see teams do that very often anymore.
Yeah, right? At least not in high school, anyway. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Goldstein in the gun. Alston in the backfield with him. They're going to throw it out to Alston in the flat with room to run. On the right side, cuts through a linebacker, and he is up for about a 6-yard pickup. A good run by Alston after the good pitch by Goldstein and a 7-yard pickup, and brings up second down.
Plays like that, are essentially a run play. Even though it's a pass, he's just basically just flipping it out. He's just giving his running back a head start.
2nd and 4. 10-14 left in the game. 17-6, St. Charles lead. Goldstein will take it himself after the fake handoff down the left side. The left hash bar breaks the tackle through 3 Windsor tackles. He is into the end zone. Touchdown. What a run by Josh Goldstein after faking the handoff. And he takes it in from the 34-yard line, and St. Charles adds to their lead. 23-6 now, the extra point upcoming.
Goldstein got those long legs going. Windsor had a couple of shots at him. One in the backfield for a loss of about 4. He got away from that one, broke a couple of more tackles, and his teammates did a great job of getting downfield to give him some lead blocking and keep that trail and that gap wide open for him, but take that one all the way in.
Extra point upcoming. And now we've got a Windsor player down injured back where the play began, so they will take a minute before they kick this extra point. That is number 27, Nick Polite, and he will limp off the field under his own power. Check a couple of other scores for you. 3rd quarter, Valley Catholic still leads St. Genevieve 20-0. Trying to find some of the other changes. Park Hills Central up now 35-0 on Jefferson R7. Pius still leading Perryville 17-14 at the half. No really other major changes on the scoreboard. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good, and St. Charles goes up 24-6 with 10 minutes left in the game. We'll take a break. We'll be back. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF. It's Ruger Days at Dunn Sporting Goods in Peebly.
We got everything you need to make it happen.
Ruger Days at Dunn's is September 4th through the 7th, and your chance to get the best Ruger firearm at the best price. Like a Ruger SR9 9mm, SR9C Compact 9mm, and your choice of 3 other SR models for just $409.99. Or how about a Ruger LC9 Compact 9mm for just $339.99. Or at Dunn's, check out a Ruger LCP pistol with 3 ammo and an extra mag for just $289.99. It's Ruger Day, September 4th through the 7th at Dunn's, just a few miles away from all the events at Twin City Days. That's Dunn Sporting Goods, Highway 6167 in Peebly, or go to shopduns.com. Ruger Days and Dunn's, the perfect combination.
We got everything you need to make it happen.
Back here at Windsor High School, I am Tommy Self. Windsor trails St. Charles 24-6 with 10 minutes left in this game. As St. Charles getting ready to kick it off as the ball falls off the tee. Quick score update for you. Northwest High School opening up their brand new field turf field out of Northwest, and they trail Marquette 43-7. That one is in the 3rd quarter.
Took a long time to get points.
What's that?
Took a long time to get points here in the 2nd half.
There's the kick, and it is a good one. Fielded by Fouts, going up the middle, up the left hash mark, and he is brought down at the 30-yard line where Windsor will take over. 1st and 10 at their own 30. Well, Eric, 9:54 left, a 24-6 lead for St. Charles. Windsor needs to put something together, but they really have not been able to put any good drives together since about the 1st quarter.
No, they really haven't. Untimely penalty and offsides or just a broken play. And you got to give credit to St. Charles, too. Defensively, they've played very well. They're in the 2nd quarter, and towards the end of the 3rd quarter, it almost looks like St. Charles is stealing their signals and knows they know what they're going to run.
Cody Rinaldo will sprint onto the field with the play call with 9:54 left. Great crowd on hand here at Windsor. All the great things that make high school football great, the great atmosphere, the marching band is out in force, and now we get a delay of game. So a delay of game on the first play of the drive, and just things kind of going downhill here for Windsor. You don't see too many delays of game on the first play of the drive. So 1st and 15.
Well, with the game clock's out, it could be screwing up the time. You get used to things like that, and they may be looking for it.
1st and 15, Windsor starting at their own 26-yard line. Rinaldo under center. Snap is back. Rinaldo will take it himself after faking it to Andrews, and he has nowhere to go. He is brought down by about 3 Pirates, and he will lose a couple on the play. And now Windsor's going backwards. After the 5-yard penalty, now another backwards play, and it looks like Cody Rinaldo is slow to get up. He is in some pain lying down on the turf down there at the 20-yard line, and the players of each team, and as well as the cheerleaders, will take a knee.
They went back to that traditional I formation, looking to run the option again there. It just got all stacked up on Windsor's right side. 3, 4, 5 players. When he tried to cut back in, he just got gang tackled by 4 or 5 guys. There was a lot of bodies coming down on top of him.
9:05 here at Windsor High School. You're listening to high school football on KJFF Festus, Crystal City, Imperial, DeSoto, Hillsboro. I am Tommy Self alongside Eric Overly. High school football for you tonight from Windsor High School's the Owls trail St. Charles 24-6. It looks like Rinaldo is a little slow to get up, and so Coach Westermeyer is out there looking at him. The trainer is tending to him as well. With 9:32 left in this game, give you some score updates. Not a whole lot of changes since we last told you. Seckman trails Rockwood Summit 35-0 at the half. Crystal City leading Kelly 14-12 in the third quarter. Bishop DeBury extends their lead on top of DeSoto, up 27-6 in the third quarter. Perryville is now on top of St. Pius 21-17. That is in the third quarter. Potosi leads Pacific 20-13 in the third quarter. Herculaneum trails Lutheran South 21-7 in the fourth quarter. Now Cody Rinaldo is up and walking off under his own power and limping, favoring that right leg. So we'll have to see who the backup quarterback will be. Festus leads O'Fallon Christian 29-6. Hillsboro on top of Fredericktown 28-7 in the third quarter. Farmington leading North County 20-7 in the second quarter, and Valley Catholic extends their lead over St. Genevieve 27-7. That is in the fourth quarter. We're in the fourth quarter here, 24-6. Windsor trailing St. Charles, 9:32 left in the game. And now Windsor just can't get the play call right. Now late, number 20, Max Wolcott, will come running in. And it looks like, I would assume, number 10, Tyler Stinger will take over at quarterback. He was the quarterback last year who filled in for Cody Rinaldo. Yes, so Stinger will go under center. He's telling guys where to line up. They need to snap this one quick. They get it off in time. They hand it off. Missed who was handed off to. It was right up the middle. Carry by number 20, Max Wolcott. So here's a problem for Windsor. You've got your quarterback out, and one of your top running backs is then a quarterback, but this was kind of the situation that Windsor was in last season.
Yeah, it was. They really can't afford injuries. They don't have a ton of numbers, and we'll see how long he is out.
So Stinger will take over at quarterback. Alex Andrews and Max Wolcott are the men in I formation in the backfield. Andrews, the fullback, handed off to Wolcott. Along the left side, he is hit behind the line of scrimmage. He might fall forward for maybe a half a yard on the play. Actually, they're going to mark him back about a half a yard, so that will bring up fourth down. And with 8:40 to go, I would imagine that Windsor will go for it here, and why not? Trailing 24-6 with 8:30 left. Now they will send out the punt team. Boy, things they're starting to pile up for Windsor here. Just the offense is not moving. Then you had the penalties. Then you've had some other delays of game penalty, not being able to get the plays in. Now your quarterback goes down. They're just kind of piling up for Windsor right now.
Yeah, not to mention the fact that their punter is also the quarterback who's on the bench right now.
So Stinger will punt it away, and it's a good one. End-over-end kick. It will be fielded by Frederick at the 40 with room on the left side to the 50 to the 45. Cuts back to the 40. He will be pushed down, and they will blow it dead. As number 10, Tyler Stinger, who punted it, was one of the last guys to come in and hit him. So a punt for Windsor. And STC, St. Charles, will take over in Windsor territory with 7:59 left in the game. In Windsor territory at the 41. You know, this is really only the second or third time really, that a team has started in the opposing team's territory. Now it looks like we are going to get a water break. Teams will take a water break. With the Heat, we'll take a break as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto is a great place to get everything you need for any occasion in your life. From a great selection of food, including a fresh deli and bakery, to all the latest trends in clothing, electronics, housewares, hunting supplies, and more. And special occasions, Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto stocks everything that you need for birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, and more. Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto. Always a good choice. Save money, live better, Walmart.
Hi, this is Melody with the Lowry Law Firm. If you're facing criminal charges or suffering from devastating injuries, call our law office in Hillsborough or Festus. Since 1997, we've offered professional, service-oriented representation in Jefferson and surrounding counties. Our goal at the Lowry Law Firm is to put your mind at ease, and most importantly, achieve solid results. We are the Lowry Law Firm in Festus and Hillsborough. Look us up on the web at thelowrylawfirm.com.
The choice of a lawyer is an important decision. It should not be based solely upon advertisements.
7:59 left in the game. They are in Windsor territory at the 41 after the good return by Justin Frederick. Cody Rinaldo, the Windsor quarterback, still on the bench being tended to by a trainer. Looks like they're putting ice on his knee. Here's the handoff up the middle. This is Jordan Gladney, who's back in the game after being injured earlier. And he picks up 5 yards on the play. And now Jake Polite is limping for Windsor. Looks like he will get back there and he'll be fine.
He got into that backfield to get a hold of that ankle, hold that to a 2-yard play, but he came up limping. It almost looks like a cramp issue more than anything.
A 2-yard pickup on the carry by Gladney. He will stay in the game. Really, the way you can tell Gladney and Alston, Gladney has bright lime green shoes. Alston has regular white and yellow shoes. One's 20, one's 28. This is number 20, Gladney. He's got room to run on the right side. Cuts back to the middle, through the defense. Brought down from behind. Number 68, Jimmy Myers, a lineman, was downfield and able to catch up to him and bring him down. But a big first down pickup for St. Charles. And they could probably smell a score again inside the Windsor 20 at the Windsor 12-yard line.
That play was supposed to go inside. Great vision by Glenn. He bounced that to the outside, turned the corner, found a seam right down that right hash mark, and he was off and running.
At the 17-yard line, 7-12 and ticking. St. Charles on offense in Windsor territory. Goldstein going to throw it over the middle. It is complete. Touchdown into the end zone. Number 7, Darius Williams with a catch falling down, and St. Charles extends their lead out off another touchdown on a good pass from Goldstein to Darius Williams.
Obviously, St. Charles saying they're not a throwing team. They found something here. Goldstein looks like he has a really nice arm, but they found something that they like. They're throwing a lot of passes tonight, a lot more than we're used to seeing out of high school football.
The snap is bobbled. Goldstein's going to try to carry it himself, and he will be brought down for the 2-point conversion will not be completed, and so we'll take a break. 30-6 the lead for St. Charles on top of Windsor here. 7:03 left in the game. We'll take a break. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF. It's Ruger Days at Dunn Sporting Goods in Peebly.
We've got everything you need to make it happen.
Ruger Days at Dunn's is September 4th through the 7th, and your chance to get the best Ruger firearm at the best price. Like a Ruger SR9 9mm, SR9C Compact 9mm, and your choice of 3 other SR models for just $409.99. Or how about a Ruger LC9 Compact 9mm for just $339.99. Or at Dunn's, check out a Ruger LCP pistol with free ammo and an extra mag for just $289.99. It's Ruger Day, September 4th through the 7th at Dunn's, just a few miles away from all the events at Twin City Days. That's Dunn Sporting Goods, Highway 6167 in Peebly, or go to shopduns.com. Ruger Days and Dunn's, the perfect combination.
We got everything you need to make it happen.
It's up 30-6, and it will be returned by Windsor. This is number 1, Brandon Fouts. He's down the sideline with room to run. Cuts back to the middle of the field to the 45, to the 50. He is finally brought down in St. Charles territory. A great return by Brandon Fouts. Number 25, Lee Branch, in on the stop for St. Charles, and a great return, and just a little something going to get this crowd back into this game for Windsor.
Absolutely. He caught that ball on the 11. He looked like he was going to go down the outside. started piling up over there. He cuts it back to the inside, 41 yards, puts Windsor into St. Charles territory, probably their best starting territory this entire game.
This is just the second time they have started in St. Charles territory. The other time was after the botched snap on the punt at the St. Charles 1. Stinger will take it himself, dropping back to pass, and he's going to throw it to the right side. It is caught by Alex Andrews down the sideline, pushed out of bounds to the 35. Great pitch and catch from Stinger, and now Stinger is down, and this you can't afford with Cody Rinaldo, your starting quarterback, on the bench with an injury, and now Tyler Stinger, he is writhing in some pain on the sideline, and now Greg Westmeyer, the head coach, is going to come out and tend to him, and the trainer is going to have to. So now Stinger is holding that right arm. He is really injured that right arm. And so now Windsor is going to have to come up with a third quarterback. Stinger is in major pain. He is on his knees on the sideline. And they're going to try to help him up and get him to the bench. So you've got your starting quarterback, Cody Rinaldo, on the bench with an injury. Now you've got your backup, Tyler Stinger, on the ground with an injury. So who's going to come in and play quarterback for Windsor? Boy, just when things started to maybe look good, Stinger completed a pass to Alex Andrews. And
Stinger did a good job of avoiding the initial rush. He stepped back to the inside. He stepped up and pump faked. And it looked like he was absolutely getting leveled, and that he weren't sure where that ball was going to go. He put it right on a rope to Andrews. Great throw, but he really paid the price. He absolutely got leveled for his effort.
Windsor will call a timeout to try and sort these things out, and we will take a break as well. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to High School Football on KJFF.
Comtree is now a comprehensive health center and can provide all of your adult and pediatric medicine and dental care needs, as well as mental health and substance abuse treatment. Hi, this is Tracy Wicking. We want to be your healthcare home. Call us at 636-481-6040 for more information or to schedule an appointment at our new facility in Hillsborough. 636-481-6040. Check us out online at www.comtree.org. Comtree, health happens here.
At Windsor High School, I'm Tommy Self alongside Eric Overly. So Windsor is down to their third quarterback after Stinger completes the good pass to Alex Andrews and into St. Charles territory. So it looks like it will be three players will take the snap, and it will be snapped back to Alex Andrews, and he will run it to the left side and pick up 3 yards. So Windsor's going to have to just try the trickery here. They're putting three guys shoulder to shoulder. They snap it back, and they're just going to run it. And St. Charles has to figure out who gets the snap.
Wildcat offense. That looks a little along the line of what we saw R7 run last year, where they would just stack 3 and 4 guys up, and you really didn't know who it was going to.
So now Andrews got the call from the sideline, and he is running back out there. So it looks like that's what Windsor's going to have to try to do. They're down 24 with 6 minutes left in this game. They're driving in the St. Charles territory at the Pirate 34, 2nd and 8. 3 stacked up again. This time it's snapped to Andrews in the middle. He's got room to the right side. To the 25, falls down, brought down at the 22. So far, that offense is working. They pick up a first down.
We saw Windsor do this. They changed up to that I formation and started running the old option. Then they would switch it up and go to a wishbone look, run the option out of that. They threw some passes after not throwing any passes in the first half. Now they're showing this wildcat like a modified wildcat where they're stacking 3 guys shoulder to shoulder. When they initially change things up, they get some good results.
Now Alex Andrews comes off the field. So a new set. This will be Brandon Fouts to take it. The snap, he goes right up the middle. He is hit and brought down. Not much on the play, maybe gain of 1. And that will bring up 2nd and 9 with 5:20 and counting left. Now Fouts will come off the field, and coming on, number 22, Tony Weber. So they're basically just cycling through players, bringing in the play. And now Alex Andrews is on the sideline. He's got his leg up in the air, being stretched out. So Weber takes a snap right in the middle, really nowhere to go, dancing around up the middle, gain of a couple up to the 20. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Not much on those couple plays for Windsor.
Maybe
So you've got Alex Andrews, Cody Rinaldo, and Tyler Stinger all on the sideline with being tended to with injuries.
You got to give a lot of coaches, the coaching staff here at Windsor, and the kids for just adjusting to some adverse conditions. When their first and second quarterbacks go down, they switch it. They completely switch up the offense, and now they're making it work a little bit here.
Snap is back to Fouts. He's running left side, trying to escape the pressure. He does. He gets around the corner to the 10, to the 5, pushed out of bounds, just shy of the goal line. Great run by Brandon Fouts with great speed to get around the end, and he is close to the touchdown. He picks up a 1st down with under 5 minutes to play.
Brandon Fouts late in this game showing he's still got some wheels. He got around that edge block that they set for him and absolutely took off like a rocket to get to that edge.
So now Tony Weber in it, and they're basically just snapping it to the guy in the middle, and they're switching between Weber and Fouts. This one is to Weber. He's got room on the left side, and he will be brought down. The Pirates caught up to him. Now a late flag after the play is over. That will bring up 2nd and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hunter Barnhop got into the backfield. It looked like they may get him for a horse collar tackle, though. He had a seam there, and it closed very quickly.
So it will be a horse collar tackle against St. Charles, so it will remain 1st down, half the distance to the goal. Ball was at the 2 anyway.
Coach Westmeyer's going back to more of a traditional set instead of calling, he just sends a runner. It's a runner that brings the play in with him and calls the play.
Yeah, Fouts and Weber have just kind of been switching up, bringing in that play. So Windsor will try to sort things out, down 30-6 with 4:12 left in the game. They are driving at the St. Charles 1-yard line. Referee makes the official call. We get it. Horse collar tackle, 1st down. So it will be, this time it is Max Wilcott in the middle of Alex Andrews and Nick Hunziker, the 2 fullbacks. They snapped it to Andrews to the right side, cuts it into the end zone, touchdown. Alex Andrews, who was the guy to the left, took the snap, and he runs it in untouched into the end zone for his 2nd and Windsor's 2nd touchdown of the game with 4:04 left in this contest.
Give a lot of credit to the coaching staff there. They went to this traditional set where they were running it in. 3 guys in the backfield standing shoulder to shoulder. Every time it went to the center guy, they had some success. They drove the ball very well, 41 yards down the field, and then they snap it to the outside guy for the TD.
They'll go for 2 here. This time Fouts takes the snap, and he is hit and pushed backwards. So the extra point is no good. 30-12, 4 minutes left. We'll take a break, come back. You're listening to high school football at KJFF.
Hi, this is Suzanne Seek. I am the chairperson for this year's YMCA dinner auction. Jefferson County Family YMCA would like to invite you to stroll down Candyland Lane on Friday, November 22nd at the Best Western in Festus. With hundreds of auction items, this event is a great opportunity to get some holiday shopping done while supporting a charitable cause. For more information, to donate or reserve your table, call 931-9622. That's 931-YMCA.
Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto is a great place to get everything you need for any occasion in your life. From a great selection of food, including a fresh deli and bakery, to all the latest trends in clothing, electronics, housewares, hunting supplies, and more. And special occasions, Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto stocks everything that you need for birthdays, anniversaries, weddings, and more. Walmart Supercenter in DeSoto. Always a good choice. Save money, live better, Walmart.
I'm Tommy Self alongside Eric Overly. 4:04 left in this game. A 30-12 lead for St. Charles in a game where Windsor has had to deal with some adversity. Alex Andrews running this for his 2nd score and Windsor's 2nd score of the game. And Windsor will kick it away here. Or will they onside it? They will kick it deep, field it at the 20. This is Alexander to the right side at the 35. Hit, spins off of that tackler, still going past the 40 to the 42. A good return. That time by Raheem Alexander. All the way, he has a receiving touchdown today. And St. Charles has it in good field position with 3:57 left.
Excellent return.
He saw the initial contact coming down on the coverage, got just enough of a sidestep in it that they couldn't get a good solid hit on him. Picked up 22 yards to put St. Charles West in good field position again. See if Windsor can step up here and get a stop, get that offense, this new look offense that we have here in the fourth quarter back on the field.
First and 10, St. Charles. Ball at their own 42. 3:57 left in the game. St. Charles leading 30-12. Handed off. This is to Alston up the middle. Shakes off tacklers, and he picks up 5 yards on the play. A good run by Malcolm Alston. Nothing really fancy there, just running hard and shedding arm tackles.
He did look like Nick Hunziker got in there enough to bring him down, but after a good 4 or 5 yard pickup, good hard running, St. Charles will probably go back to the run game here and try to just run this clock out on Windsor.
Yeah, 3:32 and counting. 2nd and 5. The way St. Charles has been able to run the ball, I would certainly expect that. Now they're going to, Goldstein will take it himself, cuts to the left side, gets to the outside, to the 50, to the 45, brought down from behind. Great tackle by Nick Hunziker, but a first down picked up. That is a play that has really worked well for St. Charles, is the fake handoff and then Goldstein taking himself. He's got some good speed, and he's pretty tall, too.
Yes, he does, and they're timing that very well. They're doing something, and then when they see the right moment, they're calling that play. It's a called play. It's a draw out of the back, and he runs it very, very effectively. He's getting some good blocking downfield, too, by his receivers.
They will snap this one with under 3 minutes to play left. Goldstein takes the snap, and he hands it off this time to Nick Hunter Bornhop, who has a good run. First time we've called his name today. About an 8-yard pickup, and it looks like they have taken Jordan Gladney and Malcolm Alston out of this game, realizing that they've got this one in the bag, up 18 with 2:42 left, so no need to put extra wear and tear on your running backs. Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4. Spread look again. Goldstein in the backfield. Bornhop will take the run off the right side, and he is brought down after picking up a first down. Another good carry by Hunter Bornhop, and the clock continues to roll with 2:21 left to play.
Very straight up and down runner, does a good job of just shifting left and right, finding those gaps in there to pick up 10 and keep the clock moving.
Hunter Bornhop listed at 5'10", 175, listed as a quarterback and a linebacker. So they've got him listed as a quarterback and a linebacker, so he might be the backup quarterback, just getting him a little bit of time on offense. With 2:03 left to play. They got to let this run all the way down. Goldstein, now he'll snap it. Takes the snap. He's going to run it himself with room to run on the right side to the 22. He is hit and spun around. He'll pick up about 6 on the play. And a good pickup by him.
Hunziker did a good job of staying with that play and tracking him down and preventing him from going any farther.
And the clock continues to roll at 9. When they snap this, there will be under 90 seconds left to play. 30-12 the lead for St. Charles, and driving into Windsor territory at the L23. Bornhop again. Carries it forward. Not much, but positive yards.
Picks up about 3 on that play. Very up and down straight run, but St. Charles is doing exactly what they want to do at this point. Just keep that clock moving and keep moving that ball.
Taking all kinds of time. Under a minute to play here. And we may have probably 2 more plays left in this one. Goldstein taking all kinds of time. And now he finally takes the snap. He will take it himself with room on the left side. And nowhere to go, actually. It's a great swarm by number 46, Nick Hunziker. He had room, but Hunziker able to swarm and cut down, able to get in there to make the stop.
He was ready for that draw play that they've run very effectively tonight. Just shut it down, pulled him down for 2. Unfortunately, it's a little bit too late.
Under 20 to play, and we might not have to actually snap this ball, although they're lining up to snap it with 12 seconds left. Now 10. Goldstein in the gun with 5 left. Taking all kinds with 3, with 2. Snap it with 1 second left. Handoff is to Bornhop up the middle, and that will do it. 30-12. The final score here at Windsor High School is the Owls are defeated by the St. Charles Pirates. The final 30-12.